Kevin Sorbo met and fell in love with Sam Jenkins on the set of his TV show Hercules, The Legendary Journey. The actors later married and had 3 children. Over the years, they've spent many meaningful Christmases together as a family.
Husband and wife Kevin and Sam Sorbo are veteran actors. For many years, they've devoted their talents to faith-based movies and projects. In a new book for the Christmas season, the Sorbos explore the deeper meaning of Advent, the birth of Christ, and Epiphany. Christmas 40 Days Devotional is a collection of 40 stories, some from the Sorbos' own lives, which illustrate God's wondrous love.
Please welcome back to the 700 Club, Kevin and Sam Sorbo. It's nice to see you.
It's great to be here.
You know, this is such a rich time of the year for meaningful celebration and traditions, and we all come from different backgrounds and how our families have done that over the years. Kevin, you have happy childhood memories of Christmas. Tell us how your family celebrated.
Yeah, I mean, I was, my whole life, I don't remember not being part of the believing in God, believing in Jesus. It's always been with me. We were Lutherans, typical in Minnesota, because the Scandinavian background that we had at St. John's Lutheran Church was really my second home. We even had, from 7th grade through 12th grade, we had a place called The Room that was for teenagers. It was actually for the 7th to 12th graders to have our pastor, Lee, our youth pastor. And it was such a great place to go from every Wednesday from 8 to 10 o'clock to, they had ping pong and pool, but it was also dealing with the scriptures. And that pastor at that time was hugely instrumental in my growth because he brought the Bible into really the current world that we were living in. It was very, very influential in where I am right now. So Christmas obviously was just wonderful in our family. We absolutely loved it and had such a great time doing it. And we're looking forward to this Christmas as well.
Yeah. Well, Sam, your background was a little bit different, your history. Tell us about what holidays were like for you.
So they were, a little bit fraught with a little bit of conflict. And I came from a broken home. And, I was raised Jewish, but my stepfather was Protestant, but he never went to church. So it was just a bit of a mess. And we celebrated Christmas and we celebrated Easter, but we didn't really understand the meaning behind the holidays. Yeah. It was just, Santa Claus and presents and a tree. And so it was a bit confusing, frankly. Mm-hmm. And I just thought it would be fun to take a look at this holiday. It's such a meaningful holiday. And yet, as our culture has sort of turned away from it, and now you're almost castigated for saying Merry Christmas. I thought, let's take a look at this and look at the importance behind this holiday. Jesus came to the world as the light in the darkness, and we ought to recognize that maybe a little bit more. And then the other part of it is I want people to enjoy the holiday, and happiness is a choice, and it's also an action. And so we put action to the words. For every devotion of the 40 days of Christmas, we give you a couple of actions that you can do. We call them Christmas commissions, and they are Christmas things that you can do for yourself or for others or both. And it brings the holiday more into your life. And so you begin to, the hope is, right, is 30 days creates a habit, and maybe 40 days will solidify that. And so you'll bring Christmas into your life all year round.
I love that idea. I love the idea of Advent because I think in the midst of the pandemonium of this season, it helps us stay focused on this. What are some things we should be doing this time that help us stay focused on Jesus?
Well, I think remember the reason for the season is Jesus, and people forget that. And I know I have agnostic friends, I have atheist friends, yet they go out and buy Christmas trees and buy presents. Like, what holiday are you actually celebrating? Because anybody says happy holidays to me, I say very loudly, Merry Christmas, because that's what it is. It is Christmas.
Yeah. Well,
so one thing that we can do is say Merry Christmas to other people and understand what that means. And then there are a lot of ideas in the book. I have it right here. Oh, look, I have it right here. There are a lot of ideas in the book of little things and bigger things that you can do. We pack shoe boxes every year for Samaritan's Purse for Operation Christmas Child. That's something that we do before Thanksgiving. We also decorate starting in September.
That'd be me.
For Christmas, because Kevin travels a lot and he wants to enjoy the home being Christmas filled for as long as he can. And since he travels so much, he feels like he loses some of that time in between, before Christmas. So we start decorating early, and there are ways that you can decorate the house and do things like that, and just bring Christmas more present in your life and understand that Jesus is a part of that.
Can I pop in right now? I've got a movie that's screening right now. It's called God's Here. Please go to God's Here. Look at the trailer. It's streaming through all kinds of different areas right now, from Apple TV to Amazon to all those places. So God's Here is a wonderful Christmas movie. I hope people celebrate watching right now.
Awesome. We look for those. Your new devotional, which I should mention, is called Christmas's 40-Day Devotional. And you mentioned it earlier, Sam, but talk a little bit about why 40 days? How do you celebrate the 12 days of Christmas, and what's the significance of this time for Christians?
Well, so Christmas starts with Advent, and Advent is the coming. It's actually the Latin word for the arrival. And so the idea behind Advent is Jesus was on his way for a while, and the angel came and prepared Mary, prepared Joseph, and the world was prepared also, and the shepherds were prepared. And we ought to prepare, because it's not enough to just sort of wake up in the morning and say, well, Merry Christmas, today's Christmas, here's a gift, and now we're done. We should prepare our hearts, right? Prepare. And in fact, the world was prepared for the coming of Jesus. Even when he was walking among us, we had somebody preparing the way. So that's that should be part of our Christmas celebration. And then Christmas is 12 days, and then the Epiphany. And so we should all work that all together and appreciate it. And that's what we've done in this book, is we've made a devotional for every day that leads up to Christmas. And you can start it as early as November if you want. You don't have to do one devotion every single day, although that's the way that it's sort of designed, but you can pick the days. So we didn't put the actual dates in the book because we wanted to allow a little bit of leniency, because, it's hard to start a new habit.
Yes, it is. And that the book has so much in it. I love the way that it allows us to continue that spirit that Christ is in Christmas into the new year. It's a devotional 40 days. It's wonderful. It's a great way to expand the holiday with your family in a way that really has content and makes a difference. Thank you both so much. Christmas 40 Days Devotional. Oh, look, I have one here.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas to you, too. God bless you. Great to have you with us today. Spend this Christmas with family, the CBN family, right in your own home.
We're celebrating the holidays.
Enjoy the scenes and sounds of the season from around the world.
Each other now embrace.
To the kitchen.
Merry Christmas.
We're making holiday memories with the warmth and love of Christmas.
I hope you're getting in the holiday spirit.
It's a CBN family Christmas, from our family to yours. Get the app or visit cbnfamily.com.